never the same. Every night got a different woman, she just told me her name.
What's her name?
I ain't trying to remember one thing about her.
Don't want her number, no.
The world through new eyes, sensory experiences. Babies experience the world in a whole new way. Everything is fresh and exciting. Their senses are heightened. A soft blanket feels amazing on their skin. Bright colors and interesting shapes catch their eye. Loud noises might startle them. New tastes and smells are an adventure. These early sensory experiences shape how babies begin to understand the world. They learn to associate certain sensations with feelings. The warmth of a parent's hug means comfort and safety. As we grow, our sensory experiences continue to influence us. However, we also develop more complex ways of processing information and reacting to our surroundings. Born to react, reflex actions in infants and adults. Reflexes are automatic reactions to stimuli. These are pre-programmed responses. They help us survive. Babies have many reflexes. For example, the rooting reflex helps them find food. If you stroke a baby's cheek, they will turn their head and open their mouth. Another important reflex is the grasping reflex. A baby will instinctively grasp your finger if you place it in their palm. This reflex is strong. Adults also have reflexes. We blink when something comes toward our eyes. We pull our hand away from a hot stove. These reflexes help to protect us from harm. The freedom of expression, emotional responses in childhood. Children are wonderfully expressive. They haven't learned to hide their feelings yet. A child's face lights up with pure joy when they receive a present. They might cry loudly when they're sad or frustrated. Anger can manifest as a full-blown tantrum. There's no pretense, no holding back. This uninhibited expression of emotions is natural for children. They are still learning about social norms. They haven't yet developed the same filters that adults have. As we mature, we learn to regulate our emotions. We become more aware of social expectations. We learn when it's appropriate to express certain emotions and when it's best to hold back. Growing up, how brain development shapes our reactions. The brain undergoes significant development throughout childhood and adolescence. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for planning, decision-making, and impulse control, matures gradually. In children, the emotional centers of the brain are often more dominant than the prefrontal cortex. This explains why children's reactions can be so immediate and emotionally driven. As we grow, the prefrontal cortex becomes more developed. This allows for greater cognitive control over our impulses and emotions. We're better able to think before we act and to consider the consequences of our actions. Section 5. Playground politics. Observing reactions in action. Imagine a group of children playing a game. One child accidentally trips and falls, scraping their knee. The child immediately starts to cry, expressing their pain and distress. Now, imagine a similar scenario with adults. An adult might trip and fall, experiencing the same physical pain as the child. However, their reaction is likely to be different. They might downplay the injury, saying, "I'm fine," even if they are hurting. They are more likely to try to control their emotional response in front of others. This difference in reaction highlights the impact of social norms and self-awareness on adult behavior. Section 6. The beauty of spontaneity, unleashing creativity and emotional depth. While social expectations shape our behavior, there is great value in retaining some of our childhood spontaneity. Spontaneity allows us to be present in the moment. It opens us up to new experiences. When we allow ourselves to react spontaneously, we tap into our creativity and emotional depth. Think of artists who create art without overthinking it, or musicians who improvise during a performance. Their spontaneity allows them to express themselves authentically and to connect with others on a deeper level. Section 7. Tapping into our inner child. Finding joy in the unexpected. Embracing our spontaneous side can bring more joy and laughter into our lives. It allows us to see the world with a sense of wonder and playfulness. Remember the joy of running through a sprinkler on a hot day, or the excitement of trying a new activity for the first time? These experiences remind us of the simple pleasures in life. We don't have to completely abandon our adult responsibilities to tap into this inner child. We can find small ways to incorporate spontaneity into our daily routines. Section 8. Beyond social norms. The courage to be authentic. Sometimes being spontaneous means going against the grain. It means expressing our true selves even when it feels uncomfortable or unconventional. It takes courage to be vulnerable and authentic. However, the rewards can be immense. When we allow ourselves to be genuine, we create deeper connections with others. We inspire those around us to do the same. Section 9. Rediscovering wonder, a conclusion. The journey from childhood to adulthood is marked by significant changes in how we react to the world around us. While social norms and self-awareness shape our behavior, it's essential to retain a sense of spontaneity. By embracing our inner child, we unlock our creativity, deepen our emotional connections, and rediscover the joy of experiencing life with a sense of wonder. So let's not be afraid to laugh a little louder, play a little harder, and never lose that spark.
So just for the night, and I won't say it twice. No one tomorrow from Tinder. That's right, that's right, that's right.
You want that real thing.